I
Watched
don't know
it.
why, but you were watching the Madness Comic Network. Are you mental?
Welcome to Based on a True Story, Volume 6, Tales of the Underworld, where true crime collides with the furry, funny, and fierce world of the Dust Bunny Mafia. This brand new 32-page comic reimagines real mafia legends, Mad Dog Cole, John Gotti, and more, through the eyes of our animal mobsters. Think The Godfather meets Looney Tunes, packed with action, humor, and full-color storytelling.
Smells bad, Charles. Holy crap, RJ, you're tiring me out. That's one hell of a publishing line right there. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Man,
Good morning, y'all.
your hair looks dark.
It's another freaking Wednesday.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
you sound happier than a goose pate on Christmas. Who are you drawing today?
I'm going back and taking one of the. I think I did this drawing on one of our streams. I don't remember now, and I'm kind of.
Testing the boob limit again? Is that what we're doing?
I might test the boob limit.
Oh my God, that's hysterical.
Yep.
Well, this weekend's going to be a lot of fun for me. I'm going to be at EverCon. That is a gaming convention in Wisconsin.
Really?
And I'll pull up a flyer to show off to people if they're interested in seeing. So,
You missed out on our demo last week.
oh yeah, well, you know me, Mr. Prepared.
It was
All
fun. We had a blast.
I'm going to be play testing Kremen up there.
Cool.
So I got 10 exclusive copies for it. So I'm pretty happy. I was commissioned for next year's poster, so that's going to be a lot of fun. One of my favorite things to do is when I'm a guest at a convention. And I don't know if you've experienced this yet, Les, but sometimes I'll design a poster for the convention, and then they'll sell the convention. We do profit sharing, and sometimes it could be very, very, very good.
That's cool. Yeah, I've never done that.
Open. Then, so how has your week been, Lord Pops?
I've been working because we have a very special. I mean, Friday is going to be a busy day. Okay.
Right.
We are starting Friday launching Tim Vigil's new book, Gothic Knights.
Okay.
We have 2 countdowns later in the evening, Path of the Pale Rider and Todd Black's Tokyo Blade Detectives.
Oh, you're working with Todd Black now.
Well, I've done Todd Black's show. We've covered his stuff for a long time. I got all his stuff.
I didn't know that.
I
Interesting.
got all of that series. I haven't known Todd that long.
Yeah.
But Tokyo Blade Detective, I met him at Grand Rapids Comic Con, I think, and
Right.
and got the books, and then obviously I've been a fan ever since.
Wow.
But yeah, we're doing a countdown for him. We're doing a countdown for Lori, as well as our regular shows on Fridays. So there's Friday's a full slate. But dude, we get to launch Tim Vigil's book.
That's
Madness.
cool. Oh, I know Tim Vigil. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's really awesome. That's the whole thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm so honored that he's bringing that to us to launch for him. Dude,
Yes. That is so cool.
I'm still kind of blown away by it. What is up, Glenn? Glenn the man Fleming. Glenn, just to let you know, I did turn in the Hatch Trolled pages to RJ for Ashcan submission, and we're going to start getting the Crom Ashcan collection rolling. Just letting you know that I forwarded that. We're moving on. I'm moving on everything right now, and
Right.
I'm moving on everything. That's all I can say. Anything that's coming our way, I'm jumping on it and pushing full force. We're even turning the website into a bit of an indie comic news page as well. If you go there right now, you see the press release right at the top of the page for the launch of Gothic Knight.
Yeah.
And that wonderful lady right there is the one building our website. She is freaking awesome, guys. I hit her up. I say, hey, man, can we do this? I don't know if this shit's even possible, right? I'm like, can we make this happen? She's like, I'll figure it out. Sure enough.
That's cool.
Next day or come back later, and it's like, it's happening. It's there. I'm like, sweet.
Busy.
Deepak is awesome, guys. And
Glenn Fleming gives us a salute to all 3 of us.
yes. It is about time, Glenn. You're right.
And I'm actually building a Kickstarter for Haunting Tales of Bachelor's Grove, so I'm going to be releasing issues 1 and 4. And after that succeeds, I got 2 issues left for the first thing that I originally worked with Brian K. Morris.
I know Brian.
Yeah, we used to work together. But before his wife felt that he was too busy, so she was like, "You're too busy. I'm your wife."
Well, now since then, of course, he's given his shows away. I think Nick does one. I don't think he's doing all the streaming that he used to do. So,
did Morris stop the streaming?
Well, I mean, he comes on sometimes, but right. I think Nick Talker and who's that other guy? Yeah, I think Nick Talker does the main show now on Rising Tide.
Hey, and Nick Talker, any related to Tick?
You'd have to ask him.
Okay. Could you imagine? Hi, my brother's more popular than me. Oh, what's your brother's name? Tick. We all know him all too well. Oh my gosh. It is so much fun watching you draw. It's like, wow, life is happy. Les is drawing. This is a good thing. So I've starting on recording videos for Les's project for the tarot cards. So I've been reading audio of the descriptions and editing that's taking time, and just will be flipping the cards to entice people, and then our goal is to sell 10 to 20,000 units when we do our thing.
That would be awesome.
Right, so I'm very excited about that. And interesting things happened. Got some extra client work with Les and I. So we've been having fun doing secret projects that we can't discuss, which is kind of fun. But Dubai is involved, and that's all I'll slip.
That would be neat.
Which is kind of neat. And then things are getting. I've just been offered a major overhaul job. That this one attorney was doing a STEM education track, and unfortunately, the artwork that he has looks like clip art, and you have the same art repeating again and again and again, just in different positions. So I think I'm going to have fun overhauling that for him. It's like, I don't know why, but for me, the education stuff really pays off. It's just been amazing. It's like, oh, well, people need to learn something. And then I come in and say, well, I know how to disseminate it so it's easier for consumption. But not like food. It's like knowledge consumption. I have a dinosaur.
I'm just drawing comics.
Yes, I have a zombie. I got a weird fish guy. I have giant bacterium. Got a robot dude.
You literally are making my brain hurt, Charles.
Did you not sleep well last
Actually, I slept great last night.
Really?
Yeah, it's probably why I have enough energy to be irritable.
This is a spaceman. This is a giant ant.
We had a horrible day yesterday.
You had a horrible day? Why?
Well, horrible beginning to the day.
Yeah.
It's like I woke up and I stepped off the bed into a puddle of water. We had a horrible day yesterday. Yeah, it was bad. And there was what was happening was 6 inches of snow was melting on the hill on the side of the house.
Right.
At a really, really fast rate.
Yeah.
And it was puddling up against the foundation and then to the basement. So I'm inside with, like getting towels and mopping up what's there on the floor. Then I'm running outside and I'm sweeping with the push broom all this water away from the side of the house, right? And as fast as I'm sweeping it away, it's running right back in there off the hill. And I'm like, okay, that ain't going to work. So I had to do the Hercules thing where you divert the river.
Yeah.
To clean the stables, right? I had to divert the river away from the side of the house where it was puddling. So I'm trenching into the hill, right?
Right.
And diverting all this water in two different directions away from the side of the house.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is fun. This is what I want to do.
Do either of you know the name Heidi Jo Gygax?
No.
Is that Gary's daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently, I might be meeting with her. Someone is trying to work a meeting with my game, Kremen, and her. Apparently, she runs a convention to do play testing there and stuff. And I had a play testing group call me yesterday out of the blue, inviting me to 3 conventions in a row to play test and covering expenses and stuff. So it's like, all right, I like that idea.
Charles, you got to get with my boy Chris Brown and get him some of these connections, dude. He's got 5 games.
Wow.
And he's, like launching another one in March.
Damn.
Cool games. Gods of Metal, tabletop
Gods of
games.
Metal
He's
is
got
pretty
the
cool.
Slaughterville games. He's got Gone Hunting.
Wow.
Cult. He's got a ton of games, and he doesn't get invited to go do that kind of shit.
Weird. Okay, Les, why do you think I got invited to that stuff?
Because you're an insufferable extrovert who shoves himself into every possible situation.
This is what I'm saying. I need my boy Charles to help my other boy Chris get in that spot too. Because look, Chris will post on social media till he's blue in the face, man, and he gets discouraged because nothing happens.
Yeah, social media is fucking garbage.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
he needs the real life connections that you have, man. I'm gonna ask you as a friend, man. Get with my boy
Okay, well, we'll figure that out. So after I get him, because I was just invited on this, so I got to get in. I get
That's what I
invited.
was trying to get you to come out and demo the game with last week. Was Chris.
Oh yeah.
I want to get you guys. I want to make sure you guys get to know each other, so that
Right. I couldn't believe I ended up at work today, so that's what threw it off.
But I mean, he's in Pennsylvania,
Right.
and he goes. There's little ones around.
I'll go to Pennsylvania.
Right.
Play a lot.
He doesn't get invited to go somewhere and play test, stuff like that too often, and he should be because he's always got good stuff.
Wow.
Slaughterville's amazing, dude. We're going to start playing that RPG again live here on the network soon. Slaughterville is badass.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Is Slaughterville, does that have anything to do with the people who were involved with Pacesetter?
No, it's well, I mean, I don't know if they were involved with Chris. It's Chris Brown's stuff. The whole thing is his. The RPG, the tabletop, all of it. The comic books, the graphic novels.
Yeah, because I looked at it,
But when you play Slaughterville, like as a tabletop, all of the rope horror movie scenes are there to play in, right?
Yeah.
You got the campground, the asylum, all the different tropes for the horror movies,
Right.
all the different settings are there. Bunch of different characters you can be. You can be the final girl. You can be the stoner. You can be the Karen.
You make a very good final girl. You got nice, long, pretty hair.
No, it ain't me. I'm the stoner, dude. I already got my character created there. You don't get to recreate me. No.
Mm-hmm.
You can come in there and create a character, though. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
There's a whole bunch of different stereotypes to choose from. Okay, like Killer Karen, the show Killer Karen.
Right.
That's Lori and I's characters from Slaughterville.
Wait. There's a show called Killer Karen?
Yeah, on our network.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like, wait, let me check that out.
Killer Karen on the network is a show.
Right.
And it's a promotional show, but it's hosted by a ultimate Karen who doesn't like comics and an old stoner that does.
Wow.
So you got they're characters, bro. It's not even it's like you're trying to get a word in edgewise on these two characters that are arguing with each other about whether or not they're gonna your stuff's even gonna get shown, because Karen don't like writers, Karen don't like artists, Karen don't like what we do. Dante does, and he tries to come in and help you get seen on her show. It's all comedy. It's all in fun. People come there with a plan to get Karen, right? To go after Karen because they know Karen's coming after them. You see what I'm saying? It's all in fun. It's a hilarious show. We've done like 13 episodes so
far. Christopher Brown's image and post it.
Say what? Laughing Rogue, Pennsylvania.
No. Christopher Brown has a Facebook presence, correct?
He has a Facebook page, yes.
Okay.
With his wife's picture at the profile.
Okay. All right. So that's one thing, is because I've been trying to find pictures of him online, and I'm not.
You got to look for Laughing Rogue. Don't look for Chris Brown. Look for Laughing Rogue. That's the company. That's the company making the games. That's
Laughing Rogue. Oh, does he have like a furry character with bat wings and a heart?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know what you're looking at.
All right.
Furry bat wings and a heart.
Yeah, when I typed in that, I'm like, what? Is he a furry?
Laughing Rogue board game. It comes up right. I type in Laughing Rogue. It goes right to the board game.
Okay. So the woman holding the axe is his wife?
No, the woman holding the axe is the slasher in the Slaughterville novel.
Okay.
He has novels. He has graphic novels. He has a tabletop based on Slaughterville and an RPG based on Slaughterville, which has half a dozen or more adventures already for the RPG. New one's coming out real soon. That's the one we're going to be playing.
What is the date for that one you'll be playing?
We haven't set a date yet.
Okay.
Because Lori's in the middle of everybody's in the middle of a campaign right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's, it's like that's the hardest part about setting up RPGs is finding a time where everybody's got 2-3 hours once a week. What's up, Matthew?
Oh yeah.
But we will let you know when we do, and we do have a time for it. It will be Thursdays at probably 10 a.m. Eastern.
Okay.
And we'll go, to 12 or 1 o'clock on Thursday.
Okay.
If something happens and people can't show up, then we'll just demo a tabletop in that time slot.
I got it. There's I wrote a module for my game, Kremen, called Bloodbath in Universe 5. So basically, what has happened is phase hoppers have been disappearing dimensionally, and the heroes that are gathered together have been contacted by some who are hunting this like villainous group known as Love and Love, Blood, and Thunder. So, just taking a look at his photos. I wonder who paints his images. It reminds me a lot of the guy who did a Chill, the RPG, the second or the third version, and apparently he got in trouble with something, and then just put out this apology, like, sorry everybody, everybody fed on me now. It's almost like the finger pointing club. So he was finger pointing for a while, from what I understand, and now finger pointed finger pointing happened at him, and he was like, "I'm going to disappear. Bye, everybody." And then Chill went rogue, and then I contacted the current owners of Chill about doing something, and they talked to me about doing a comic book, but again, things have stalled out with them, so it's kind of interesting. Hey, anything up with Rashawn stuff, Les?
I haven't talked to Rashawn in a couple of months.
Okay. I remember you did that really cherry poster for him.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the last thing that was going on there.
Wow.
So I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I've got some conjecture on it, but
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about people's private lives.
No. Yeah. Like a year before, I talked to him about doing stuff, and then didn't hear from him. So
Yeah.
it happens. Yeah. But he's a really cool guy.
He is. He's a very cool guy.
Yeah. What's neat about this guy is he was in the original Hook as a kid, and
he was Thud Butt.
Right.
He was the little fat kid who ends up becoming the leader of the Lost Boys.
Right. So he wants to do a sequel.
He got the go ahead from Spielberg to do
Oh,
it.
he
Too.
did. Okay, so
he's gotten approval to do something like that.
Wow.
It's just a matter of
Money.
money. Yeah.
Right. Lots of money.
Yeah, that stuff takes a lot of money. I mean, he's got certain people cast for it.
Right.
And there's a girl from New Zealand who was going to play Tinkerbell, who's a real cute chick. And
Damn.
I think that would do really well.
What's her name?
Ruby something.
Okay.
I can't remember her last name. But I ended up in part of the poster. I had to do like a little miniature painting of her for part of it.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that. I'm trying to find the poster online. I'm going like way back.
Oh yeah, it's been like a year ago now.
Right. Maybe 2 years now.
Not quite 2 years. 'Cause 2 years ago I was still in the hospital right about now.
Isn't that crazy? It's starting to feel like ancient history to you. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not ancient history. It
Okay.
does not feel like ancient history at frickin' all.
Because like the Pandarn, feels like ancient history to me. It feels like, oh my God, that was like 5 years ago.
Yeah. No. My hospital stay is still.
Fresh.
I still wake up sometimes feeling like I'm in the hospital.
No way.
I don't think. I think because this is kind of something I deal with a lot.
Right.
I think because of the amount of recovery that I've made, a lot of people don't actually realize how bad it was.
Right. I remember how bad it was.
I mean,
God,
I was literally nearly dead. And it's just like, I don't know, man. It's weird. It definitely affected my my general disposition a bit.
Right. What is Killer Karen about?
I'm sending you the first episode of Killer Karen. Now,
Okay.
see, the whole deal is Killer Karen was the characters themselves were created in Slaughterville.
Right.
So the first show we did, we had the author, the creator of the game, Chris Brown, on as the guest for the first Killer Karen, because obviously they wouldn't exist without him. So I'm sending you the first episode for you to check out later. I really want you to look at this, Charles.
I know. That I promised.
This one, episode 1, Christopher Brown Pants.
Yeah.
That's the one. Okay. You watch that. You'll
Christopher
get an idea
Brown
who
Pants?
Karen is. You'll get an idea who Dante is.
Okay.
And those are characters in the game.
Oh, thank you.
It's not me and Lori. It's not Pops and Lori. It's Dante and Karen.
Right.
So it's like kind of like a reverse fourth wall interview. You're being interviewed by characters.
Oh, they're the characters being interviewed.
Yes.
Oh, that's kind of
Being
clever.
interviewed by characters. As opposed to our fourth wall interview show where Pops interviews your character.
Yeah.
So we've got it. You can have it both ways. In the Mad,
That's what she said.
you
That
can
would
be
be really
interviewed
fun.
by characters, or you can have your character interviewed.
It
Okay.
would be a
Trying to
lot
make
of
sure
fun
we're
to do
taking care
that with the lead character from the book that this piece I'm working on is for.
Now, could you imagine that you go on as Dr. Van Meer?
Meter.
Reader.
Saying Van Meer, and I'm like, where is he getting Van Meer from? It's Van Meter.
Meter.
What's up, Gray Wolf?
Van Meter.
Ah, that would be fun. Horace is my jam. I love that character.
Yes.
He's a complete and utter bastard.
Wow.
So I get to really be myself with him.
Yes.
Now, just so you know, Charles, that show's only a half hour long. Usually
Right.
only goes between a half hour and an hour.
Okay.
But watch it all the way to the end because there's credit clips, there's funny shit at the end. Like
Right.
we do this, we have to edit this show because we crack jokes and we break character laughing.
Oh no.
Okay, because Karen will say something or Dante will say something just stupid, right? And we'll
Yeah.
all bust up laughing. So we cut the laughing out and we show that at the end of the show. So everybody knows it's not serious. Nobody's really going at each other. We were all having a blast, right? Because at times you think Karen's just a bitch.
Yeah, it's like if I were like Dr. Zarvin, you know, I would be more forlorn, a bit more cautious about thinking.
You
I-
definitely make a great guest.
Yeah,
for your character.
Feel free to ask me any questions that you need. My background is in dimensional physics, also partial reanimation, and studying the Zarnonian element.
Yeah, well, we can interview the character.
Right, and then a different one, you know, Kremen.
Have to hide behind the avatar or cosplay
Right.
the character.
Right.
We don't talk about your book at all, Charles.
No.
Not on fourth wall interviews.
Yeah. It's a character.
We get to know the
That'd
character.
be interesting.
Yeah. I don't use that one. I mean, yeah.
I want to see Les get interviewed as Dr. Van Meter. I think that would be excellent.
Mm.
We got to do it.
It's
Definitely,
can you get in the head. Can you play the character? That's all it takes.
Right.
So you better be able to play the character if you write the character. That's
Not all people can.
Really?
Dude,
Wait. Do a little bit of Dr. Van Meter.
We've only had 6 episodes of this show because there ain't a lot of people stepping up to be interviewed as their character.
Because I'm scared.
They have to be the character. I'm not going to go out here and talk about your book.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask your character, who are you? What do you do? What do you mean you got powers? Where'd you get those powers? How'd that happen? And I'm going to interview the character. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm going to ask the character questions about his life.
Right.
And if the writer can get in the character's head, it's a great show.
Yeah. I want to see Les do this. This is amazing. I want to hear Dr. Van Meter. Like if Dr. Van Meter was right here now, dealing with both of us, I would say a thing like first I'd mess up his name and see how he reacts, you know. But
he would groan.
Dr. Van Meer, I understand that you're doing some occult stuff again. Can you talk about it?
No.
Why would you not want to talk about it when you're here? I mean, it's amazing stuff that you're trying to do. I've noticed that your cards that you've had commissioned seem to be a lot more accurate than most other people reading it. It's almost as if the cards teach the people how to read instead of people learning how to read the cards. What is that all about?
It's an exercise in disaster prevention that most lesser minds can't fathom.
Okay. Now, if a mind can fathom that, what does that tell you?
that the mind who claims they can fathom it is vastly mistaken, most likely.
Okay, well then, wouldn't that mean that you're also vastly mistaken, or is your mind superior enough to handle this?
I think he said vacant, not mistaken.
Yes.
You just proved this point. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Van Meter would be a complete bastard.
Yeah.
Is that when you're interviewing that character, does that character draw these cards?
No.
No.
So see, you're interviewing Les about these cards. That's not what we
No,
do.
no. I'm asking Dr. Van Meer about
there's a meta story behind the cards that Dr. Van Meter hired me to do this as because he needed an artist to capture the likeness and essence of all these characters and creatures for the sake of creating a binding spell in the form of an oracle. And every time that oracle is used, the binding against these forces gets stronger.
Okay, and that's fine. Talking about his angle on it,
right?
But we're not. Like I said, it's like I don't interview the people about their work.
Yeah,
I wasn't. But
no, he was trying to get me to talk in the voice of Van Meter, which I actually have to kind of
think about.
I have to give it a little bit of thought,
right?
And it takes a little prep to get into the character.
Yeah.
It's not
I
not
have the same
something I
problem
just
with
pop
Dante.
into.
I have the same problem with Dante.
Yeah, I have to really put some thought into it and get myself prepared for it.
I have to smoke some really good weed.
Wow. Now I was
really laid back, man.
Yeah,
we're Tommy Chong out.
We're one of the monster characters. The guy in charge of the colonel who's in charge of the cannibal restaurant. I'd be like, oh my! So, what is this interview about? By the way, I must get back to my cooking. We're cooking some Asian food. Would you like some?
That boy sounds like he's cooking some penis.
Oh, we eat bits of everything at this restaurant. Would you like to care for a bite or be a sample? Oh my! You're just all those muscles you're building. Your meat must be very lean.
Lord, you're creeping me out, Charles.
Yeah. So that's the one from my cannibal restaurant property.
Did you say your cannibal restaurant?
Yeah.
See, now I'm telling you, you and Chris need to talk, dude. He has a graphic novel called Cannibal Rednecks.
Oh my gosh! Oh, oh my God! That'd be the ultimate crossover. They go over to the.
It's also part of the game, bro. You hear?
Right. Okay. This is interesting. Mine is called Blood Feast, the Class, which is based off of a. They tore it down. I so tried to get this restaurant. It was over 100 years old, and it was amazing. Al Capone used to use it as a whorehouse. I mean, there was so much history in it, and the chandeliers were like carved figures. It was just out of sight. But yeah, basically the story behind the cannibal restaurant is there's a demon that if it gives you moments of immortality through cannibalism, and it gives you other gifts and things like that, but it can only eat people who've eaten people. So what this restaurant will sometimes slip in human food to the humans and then get some dope to check it out, to be like, hey, let's give you a big award, let's go for a feast, and sacrifice them to the demons so that their numbers don't dwindle. And they've involved politicians, cops, just complete corruption. And I even do savages tropes and stuff like that, like voodoo people and And it feels like it was a comic from the 30s, type thing, 30s and 40s ethics, where the conquering colonialists are always superior. It's just delightfully awful, and sold very well, ironically. So that might be a fun crossover.
Dude, I'm just saying, you guys could help each other a lot. You guys could work, working together. You could help each other a lot. You could, man. I'm just saying, it's like you see all the games he does. You get involved a little bit in Slaughterville, and you're stuck.
Right.
Okay. Once you get involved, you dip your toe in. You'll be there. You'll be there for the next game. You'll be there for the next stream. You'll be there for the next campaign. Whatever he's doing, it's like once you dip your toe in, you're stuck. Yeah. Levi's going to be playing. Levi's going to be playing. Lori's going to be playing. I think we got Jeff Bracey still. He played a doctor character.
Oh, does Jeff Bracey choose braces?
Dude, Slaughterville is fun, bro.
Oh yeah.
You will come back next week. And you know what I mean? It's like the people that play, like Lori is amazingly creative, and she understands role playing.
Right.
We played a Dungeons and Dragons, and she had a pirate cleric.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, exactly. A pirate cleric.
That's hysterical.
She don't really care about you.
Unless it's like, oh God, true nerd talk. I'm in hell. I'm in hell.
Yes.
Les is in hell right now. Today's episode, Les in hell as he draws. And what's so funny is
I'm just tuning it out and drawing my shit, man.
Right. Like I said, Les is in hell. Speaking of hell, at first glance, when you glance at the image of the woman, I like how the arches looks like they could be demon horns behind her.
Yeah, it does. I noticed that right away too. I also noticed that.
Is that intentional, Les? Tell Charles. Tell Charles.
Answer the question, Greg. Answer the question, Charles. That one's for you.
Yes. Les decided to make it demonic.
No. Answer the question on the screen, Charles.
Let me look. Because I keep multitasking. I'm getting ready for tomorrow. What Capone joint is he talking about? Capone used to own High Point South. It was a place called the Kloss Restaurant. He didn't own it, but he had prostitutes there, and there were special like rooms in the place and secret corridors. KLASS and Cicero. That was pretty interesting.
And yes, Levi, we covered that at the beginning of the show. Yes, we did.
Yes, Trim Vigil is awesome. Like I said, he's a buddy of ours. It's like all these people are like, rightfully so. Oh my God, Tim Vigil, and us are like, oh yeah, Tim Vigil.
Well, then make sure you pop into the chat on Friday and say hello, and
Now I'll be at the convention Friday, so that might be tough for me.
Yeah. That's what they all say. You step outside for 5 minutes and you turn the show on at 11:30. You go, hey, Tim, hey, what's up? I'm gonna come.
Yeah. Oh, send me the link and tell me what time Friday it is.
I definitely. It's from 11:30 to 1.
Okay.
Eastern, 11:30 to 1.
Okay.
When you step out to have your lunch,
right,
just click on the Madness Network.
Okay.
Hell, it'll be everywhere.
I'm going to have lunch.
I'm going to be putting this thing on Facebook,
I'm lucky.
On YouTube, on Rumble, on Pilled, on DLive, on multiple platforms. It's going to be everywhere. If you're on social media and you don't see Tim Vigil's launch party, I don't know what to tell you. You must be shadow banned.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be dropping that thing everywhere.
Yeah. One thing that's happening is I'm being hired by a screen print artist to represent him. So that's going to be interesting.
To represent them doing what?
Well, the guy does art. but he doesn't really like the public. He gets freaked out by the public, so I'll just go and
Sounds
do
like my kind
the
of people.
funny show for him, and he's going to pay me well for it. So it's like, okay.
Oh, you mean at the cons?
Well, no, he wants me to go to gallery shows.
It's like a fine art thing.
Right. So we'll see what happens with that.
That whole world.
Yeah. I don't know which is worse, having to deal with educators or having to deal with that. What is your opinion on that, Les?
Fuck them both.
Whoa!
In America, you say what we want. That's what I think, anyway.
Yes. By the way, I'm talking to the famous Shaka Mike at the moment. I feel so privileged.
Oh God.
I don't even know who that is. So
Oh,
Yeah.
it's one of the greatest artists on the planet. It puts all of us to shame. All of us.
Yeah. I'll veer off of that.
Okay.
no,
Good.
that's Charles' Facebook going off. Ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding. Yeah, that's Charles.
Yeah. On that. So Pops, what are some of your plans for your other shows, or what's been evolving with the Roku television?
Well, that all depends on funding. We got to get.
Okay.
We're selling merch. We're offering sponsorships. We're representing people left and right. We're doing everything we can.
Wow.
But if we have money.
Yeah.
Which we can do as far as
So how much do you need sponsored?
about $5,000.
That's it?
He says that.
Oh,
He says that like he's just got $5,000 later.
Well, I did
more.
last year, and I helped a different artist, and other people. When I have the money, then I help. When I don't, then I'm like, oh well, oops.
Yeah,
But $5,000 is not that bad. It's
we are off. We are open to investors.
right.
It's got to be serious investor though. A couple $100 ain't an investor.
Now, do you have a non-for-profit?
Do we have a what?
A non-for-profit involved?
Why would we have a non-for-profit?
So you can scam the government.
Well, with a non-for-profit, you could possibly go under different areas of public outreach to get funding, and you could actually do commercials with the public outreach aspect of it through your.
Yeah, and now I'm not trying to be a charity. I'm not trying to be. I've been that for 5 years. I'm trying to be a business now.
Right.
Okay, I'm trying to make money.
Non-for-profit is the great way that lots of supposed businesses operate, so that you can scam the government.
Exactly, but I ain't trying to play. Look, I have a chief financial officer that handles all that shit.
Ask him about that idea and see what he says.
He's probably watching and giggling, but because he knows what we're trying to build isn't enough.
Right.
That's not what we're trying to build. Are we affiliated with some non-for-profit? Yes.
Now,
Promote some
another idea might
like
be
comic books for kids. We promote some nonprofits, but we're not a nonprofit.
No, but there are some grants for-profit businesses, and if you fall under the right category, that might be something else too. So
Yeah, I'd love to find an angel funder to just help us get rolling right from the get. But
if you get an angel funder, they'll own the business. They'll okay, for $5,000 we own it.
see, that's
That's
just
not your attitude.
that's not an investor. That's somebody trying to buy your business, and this would cost them a hell of a lot more than that.
Right.
Not 5 years in this. Nobody's buying this shit.
Yeah. Like to an angel, they don't care about sweat equity. They care about control and making 20 to 100x. 2 to 4x. They feel that it failed. even though that it may be a profit. It's yeah, I've dealt with those people before, and it's
That's why we're not dealing with them. I'm just saying.
not.
You know.
Yeah, have you dealt with those types,
If
Les?
somebody wants to come on as an investor, they'd have to have a serious offer. You know,
Yeah.
like I said, a few $100s. That's not an investor. That's a donate. That's a donation.
Right.
You know.
Do you have a Patreon page?
No, Patreon burned us way back in the beginning. I don't.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
They took a whole bunch of my friends' money and then shut my Patreon off.
Jesus.
And I had to fight
Funny
with
if I
them
can ask.
to get them to give everybody's money back.
Right.
And no, I won't use them again.
Okay.
I have had the worst luck with all that kind of shit, Charles. And that's why I eventually got lucky and ended up finding somebody who can navigate that shit.
Right. Which is helpful.
You know, that's what my chief financial officer, that's what Kaz does. He sifts through the shit. I'll send him, hey, check this link out. Hey, check this out. And it's that kind of stuff. Angel investors, that kind of shit. And he'll either giggle at me or he'll say, I looked into that. And that looks like it might be good, except for, and he'll give me the ups and downs. You know what I mean? He runs the whole thing through. It's not like, it's like I actually have somebody I can bounce it off and I can trust their feedback.
Okay.
You know, so when it comes to that kind of stuff, yeah, man, I just forward it all to Kaz. I'm like, hey, yo, check this out. And,
Yeah.
As far as, look, anybody can donate, anybody can buy sponsorship. That
Right.
all goes toward
That's
everything that we're doing, the merch, everything, all that money goes toward the
Yeah.
business. Ain't nothing going in my pocket, ain't nothing going in Kaz's pocket. It's all going right back into paying for the business expenses and buying the Roku shit, the server, and everything we need. So if somebody buys a shirt, they're helping us out. If somebody
Right.
gets a sponsorship for a month while their campaign's running and we're playing their trailers on all the shows, that helps us out. If they buy a year-long sponsorship, that helps us out. If they want to be an investor, that can be arranged. But like I said, that would be a bigger chunk of money,
right.
something we can actually use to do something with. Not part of what we need to do something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If somebody wants to come at us with 10 grand so we can get this Roku thing off the ground, they're an investor.
Right.
And we're going to treat them as such, and they're going to get, any and all privileges an investor should have. You know, but it would take some, a larger amount to be considered as an investor.
Wow. Interesting.
We do have a donation button on the webpage. You can go donate $10, $5, whatever.
Woo-hoo.
But like I said, it all goes into the business account. I just work here and I don't get paid yet.
Yeah.
Okay. I've worked here for 5 years. I ain't got paid
Long
yet.
time.
Okay. Yeah. It's
Longer than most presidents.
it was time for me to find, hey, if I hadn't found Christy at Flip City and Kaz, I'd still be in the same place I was with no business and just spinning my wheels. If it wasn't
Flip City is amazing.
If it wasn't for them actually, meeting Christy and then meeting Kaz and Kaz coming in and helping us and turning this in, paying for the LLC fees, turning this into a business, right? If it wasn't for him, I'd still just be the guy talking about it.
Yeah. But now you're evolving, and that's what's so cool about all of this.
Yeah, now we actually can make moves. There's stuff I can do that I couldn't do before. I wouldn't even take investor money before because I couldn't give you a contract or any kind of guarantee on return on investment. I had nothing to offer you in return other than what I do, which is try to get people seen.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why we offer the sponsorships and that kind of stuff to try and generate income, because that's what I'm actually doing, is trying to get people seen. So, all my work all day goes into that.
Hi, Matthew. Just had to say hello to you. You're an amazing person. I've rewritten his script and I consolidated it from 28 pages to 20. And it flows a lot better, I think. And then I sent it back to him, and he made some minor changes. So very happy about that. And now I'm probably after the convention, we'll get serious about getting the art done for it, and then he'll be able to do KS's book, the new version.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. Who knows? Maybe we'll get Les to do a secret cover for it. Poor busy Les.
Hmm. Yeah. Bye.
Yeah. I like the flatting. That's really, really robust.
Yeah, I'm just doing what I do.
That's the best part. Considering that, what might be interesting is just to have one show where we don't talk, but we have public domain music, like albums that were recorded in the 1920s, 1930s. We just play it in background and just let Les draw for the whole hour, not say a word.
Well, see, but Les could do that right now. He could say, "Hey, next week I don't want neither one of you motherfuckers showing up here. I got stuff to do," and it's Les's show.
Yeah, imagine just us there, but not speaking.
It is my show, isn't it?
Oh boy!
Oh, yeah.
Oh no!
Oh.
Hi, Les.
Hardly ever speak in here.
There's another one for you.
Oh yeah. We definitely want a pinup. What I also had our friend Matt do is make a photo morgue of what he'd like the characters to possibly look like, some style guides. So I've developed some style guides for the characters.
Nice.
Look,
Matthew, look, we want this thing to be the best it can be, bro. That's all. That's all. We want it to be the best.
Artists like Levy, if you got several artist friends.
Quit calling him Levy, goddamn.
Hey, that's my nickname for him. So I'll be the only one he'll respond to when I say Levy. And he drives a Chevy. And he knows Doc Brown, who likes to say heavy. And then I start to rap.
Okay, Charles.
Wait, I'm a stupid dumb mother with a low IQ. I don't know what I'm saying. Now that I'm dumb, ugly. Rubber my butt so fat it bounced like a blubber.
I say, okay, Charles.
Oh, guess what?
The only one that calls you Charles.
That's amazing. That is like the coolest thing on the planet. Levi drives a Chevy. Levi drives a Chevy. That could mean that the Levi is dry, or he doesn't drink alcohol.
He was just with the Libby.
He drives a 2005 Silverado. Oh, I like these patterns.
He drove his Chevy to the Libby, but the Libby was dry.
Right.
We didn't ask you about your wife.
Good old good old boys are drinking what?
Oh my God. That's crazy. This Clip Studio Pro is just over the top in a good way, Les.
I spend enough time in it.
Yeah. I'm slowly learning it. Eventually I'll be comfortable and quit using it. By the way, Pops, guess what?
What?
Not only are you cool and amazing, and we have to say cheers to our audience, I'd like you to go to commercial.
Like you want it to be all over?
It's up to Les, of course, but
I'm good with that.
yeah. One day when I say go to commercial, I'll go to commercial, and that'll be the end.
I'm going to say thanks everybody for tuning in to the Comic Artist Hour with our
Thank you, everyone.
Garner and his crazy friend Charles. Tune in every week Wednesday, and you can catch these, unless Les gets sick of us.
Yes, Les was the most talkative he's ever been this episode, which is quite incredible. And we actually got to hear a few words from Dr. Meter, especially saying no.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We will see you. Let's see. What do we got later? We got, holy crap, we got all kinds of stuff today.
A pinup is a drawing of your characters or something like that. It's like a splash page. It's similar to a pinup. It's just a slang that we use. It's not like a nudie girl showing her boobies off.
But it can be.
It could be.
It can be.
But
just means a piece of fan art, bro.
For example, what Les is drawing right now can be considered a pinup.
Pinups are, I think of them as cover pieces that didn't get used for a cover.
Right.
Yeah, you put them on the inside cover of the
right. Or in the middle of the book, or a center tear out poster, or God, remember those days when Marvel would do that to make sure all the books were ruined? That's like, look at this poster of great action. You could tear it out, and a pull out poster, and all these kids are pulling out their posters thinking it's cool, putting on the wall, and it destroyed all these books. So it's harder to find those books. What an amazing scam!
I have a few intact posters, intact, X-ray glasses. Intact.
Oh my God, those are great.
I have a few. Anyway, guys, again, thanks for watching. We will see you later tonight where we have some Silverline. First Impressions is covering a Kate Bush album, which I will be playing in its entirety on Pilled before their show.
Woohoo!
So if you want to hear it, I never heard any of that. I'm not listening to Kate Bush. I ain't a Kate Bush fan. I'm sorry. But I will be playing it on Pilled for anybody who wants to join in on the First Impression show at 9 o'clock and talk about Kate Bush album. That's what they do. They listen to something they've never listened to before, and then they talk about their first impressions of it. And that's what that show's all about. And then tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, the Baron Earls Show with Mike Barron and Jeff Earls, and they have a special guest, Lori Calcaterra. So y'all don't want to miss that either. It's Mike and Lori. That's going to be freaking awesome.
Hey, Pops,
yeah.
get me on with Mike sometime.
I can do that.
Mike Barron's like one of my favorite writers in like the history of comics. So.
Oh yeah, he's amazing.
Sounds to me like you need Mike to write a book for you.
Sounds to me like I need to draw a book that Mike writes.
Yeah. Sounds like I need to do something to help publish it.
I've seen people walk up to Mike with art and go, "Hey, I got this idea," and Mike went, "I'm in."
Wow.
Okay, so that works both ways. If you have something,
I actually have a thing that I won't talk about on
yeah,
live
there you
stream.
go.
I have a thing that is so completely, perfectly catered for Mike Barron to write it.
There you go.
It's
all it takes, bro.
Crazy.
I think we ought to have Mike write a module for the role-playing game Kremen or an adventure.
I will talk to Jeff about booking you to the Baron Earl show and get your foot in the door.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, I would dig that.
Yeah, all right. That's that one. They usually tape it, so.
Oh, even better.
You don't have to do it live. You don't have to be there at a certain time for live. It's like they edit it. Jeff, puts together a real good show. Watch Lori tonight. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Could you imagine that they have Les and I on, but both Les and I on at different times and it's pre-recorded and it just makes no sense?
No, I can't see that. I can't. I can see them interviewing you one time on one show and Les one time on another show.
Or together, since we work together on things.
The only time I seen them interview anybody like that, I think it was Walt and his wife.
Walt and his
Walt and Louise, yeah.
Oh my God, that's great.
I think that's the only time I ever seen four people on that show.
A couple of heavy hitters who are massive influences on me.
Yeah, that's great. I wish Chris Achilleos was still alive because I would have him on your show. I'd have him on this show.
Yeah, that would be cool.
He was such a great gentleman, you know. And I got to sleep in his home too. We became good buddies at a con. He just invited me over to spend the night, and then he and his wife to be at the time, she, you know, eventually married, made bangers and an actual Irish breakfast. It was great, just talking about goofy stuff and comics and heavy metal and movies and contracts. It was a wonderful experience. You know? Hey, Pops.
Yeah.
Go to commercial.
All right. Peace, everybody.
It's Flip City Magazine, The Parodies, Special Edition, with savage send-ups of The Walking Dead, Star Trek Picard, Stranger Things, The Mandalorian, Guardians of the Galaxy, and more from the first 4 years of Flip City. Get Flip City The Parodies free when you subscribe in print at flipcitymag.com. The world's best satire magazine, and never, ever woke.
Little president in his sandbox play, build a tower, make it stay. Digging deep through the golden sand, building the future with your hands. Tiny suits and shiny shoes, making plans and making news. Friends all gather to join along, in the sandbox they all belong. Little president from that play, every day a brand new day. Learning, growing your own way, in the great big sandbox that is the USA. The USA. Share your dreams with everyone, sandbox fun under the sun. Big ideas taking flight, with Little Trump everything's bright. Dig a moat, build a wall, in the sandbox he stands so tall. Dreamer dream, builder build, Little Trump your heart's fulfilled. Little President Trump that play, every day a brand new day. Learning, growing your own way, in the great big sandbox that is the USA. Hooray, hooray, for the USA.
On the tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delight. Tune in and watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. In every episode, joy is found. Uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. Hey! New uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave